Greetings, programs, and welcome to Hated or Loved Movie Reviews. I went out and I saw Tron Ares. Does it live up to the legacy, or should the movie just be de-res? We'll find out today.
End of line.
Hello guys, it's your boy Jeremiah The Revelous. Here's a new day, it's a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews. And today I'm going to be reviewing Tron Ares. So Tron Ares is the third installment of the Tron franchise. It is a loose direct sequel to Tron Legacy. It kind of goes into its own direction where you got Edward Dillinger. He's the villain of the original one. His son Julian ends up taking control of the company and making a AI soldier program named Ares, where he brings him out into the real life. So he brings the grid out into the real world and uses it for military purposes. Now, when I heard about that and I heard about that concept, I was like, oh yes, this is cool, because they always hinted throughout every single Tron movie they were trying to make it into the real world. And now the grid is now here in the real world, which I thought that was going to be a fascinating thing. But when I was watching the trailers, I ain't going to lie, I was a little bit worried, because every time I watched the trailers, it was missing key characters and key plot points that was from the Legacy sequel. So I was kind of worried, because I'm a huge fan of Tron. Like, I always been, growing up with the original Tron movie, where you had, it was ahead of its time. Going into the video game, playing these battle royales, like, it was just a great, especially the computer effects at its time was peak at that time. And it really evolutioned everything that came on after that, like other movies that came on after that. And then we were supposed to get a sequel to Tron in 2000 when it was called Tron Millennia. And the funny thing is, they had a trailer on that, and now you probably can't find it anywhere, but I saw a trailer on Tron Millennia back then, and now they didn't create it, and then it became Tron Legacy, which I really love. Tron Legacy. I love the soundtrack from Daft Punk. I played it in my alarm is Tron Legacy theme music. I use the Tron like sound effects to a lot of notifications on my phone as well. So coming into Tron Ares, that's the major things I had coming into the film. And then after I go into it, dude, I thought this movie was very good. I wasn't expecting this movie to be that great, but it was really good. And I gotta give it to Jared Leto. I know a lot of people don't like Jared Leto, but he did a great job as Ares. He did an amazing job as Ares. And the reason why I think he did great was because he's a huge fan of Tron. He even said in his interviews, and I could see that he was having fun doing this film. And yeah, the story is not the greatest. We've seen it before. You got Julian Dillinger. He sends Ares out to find this type of program that Encon has, which is not run by Sam, which is weird. They do kind of a little bit loosely say that Sam left Encon for some parent reasoning, and he ended up giving the control to these two sisters. And Kim now runs it because her other sister passed, and now she runs Encom, and she's trying to boost Kevin Flynn's legacy. She respects him so much, so she's trying to be more like Kevin Flynn and make a difference in this world, where you got Julian Dillinger wants to create the grid, his new grid, and his new programs, so he can rule the world and make tons of money. Which it was cool to see those two companies and the differences on what makes them butt heads, And he sends Tron Ares after her to get that. But the difference is that with Ares, he starts to think and he starts to feel. Every time he like gets derez, he starts to feel like, what is my purpose in life? Why is it that I get used like this? And it's a really relatable story. And you find out that he wants more to life. He wants to find out this one MacGuffin that could help him in the long run. So, he ends up portraying his creator. And like now, he's trying to be a hero. So it's like Terminator in a way. You had the T-800. He went after Sean Connor's mother. And then you got Judgment Day with the T-800 is now the good guy. So you have that in a way. Is it great as Terminator? No. But it was a fun way. And the soundtrack in this one is with 9 Inch Nails. And it kills it. It really works. It felt like I was listening to Daft Punk's music. And it's just the visuals. The visuals are so good. Having the grid into the real world was so much fun. To see a light cycle, to see the big ships and all the people from the grid coming to the real world. It was so freaking fun. And we don't get much of the grid in this one, and that is fine. That is okay, because in each movie, like I said earlier, they were trying to get into the real world, and we finally got it. And I thought it was a cool way of doing things. And you find out it expanded the lore. You find out that you can make your own type of grids. It's not just Kevin Flynn's grid. Dillinger has his own grid. So you have these different grids, which it broadens the whole, lore in this film. And I really did enjoy that in a way. The relationship between Kim and Ares was fun. It was great. The personality wise, and the action and everything was great. I think it had more action in this movie than it did in the Legacy. And I really did enjoy that. Now, the stuff that I was worried about was still there for me. Like, not having Sam Flynn in it. You know what I'm saying? We do get Kevin Flynn, and he becomes a great mentor to Ares, and I really like their chemistry and when they meet each other for the first time. That was my favorite scene in that film. And not having another certain things from Legacy and from the Tron franchise, which kind of was going to bring it down for me in that type of level. But when they threw in the nostalgia stuff, nostalgia does get to me. If you do it right, it's going to get to me, and it's going to bring my rating even more higher, because it's just bringing it back home, bringing it back to why I like Tron in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Just taking nods from the original, and it just made me very excited, especially in the mid-credit scene. You have to stay and watch the mid-credit scene, because the mid-credit scene, if you're a Tron fan, you're going to know straight out, yo, I'm hoping for a sequel. And just because of that, at first, I still was going to rate it the way I was going to rate it. But as I think about the movie, this chapter is the rise of Dillinger. To me, this is the rise of Dillinger. This is the villain arc for Tron. So when we get into a new movie, it's gonna collide and come together really well. Because I find it that this is Dillinger's story. We already had Kevin Flynn's story and how he defeated Julian's father. And then we had Sam taking over the reins of Kevin, and now he's trying to find his dad. And now we have another chapter where you have Julian Dillinger trying to take over and try to make something out of himself. And when you put that all together and we put those lines together, it really makes the story and everything unique. And it really brought the rating up for me. Especially if you're a fan of Tron, I advise you check it out. check it out on the biggest screen. IMAX, Adobe, like, check it out, because to me, I find this a really great movie. So, what did I think about this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? I have to give it a love. That's right, I give it a love. I find this was a really exciting movie. All the worries I had kind of went away because of this new chapter, and I'm hoping they bring another one where we bring Sam and Cora back and Ares, and we come together and do like a grand finale of the franchise. And I'm very excited. I'm hoping this happens. I'm hoping this movie does well. Like I said, my worries really went away after I finished watching this movie. I had a great time. Like I said, if you're a Tron fan, please go out and check it out. Support this movie. We want a new Tron film. We do not want to wait another 10, 15, 20 years until we get a sequel. We want it soon. And please, go out and support this movie. It is great. I get it. People are not a big fan of Jared Leto, but throw that aside. This movie is a good movie. Don't pay attention to too much critics. I know the critics are very divided on this one, but if you prove it when you look at the audience rating, the audience love it. And I am with the audience on this one. So go ahead, check it out. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about Tron Ares. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or was something in between? Let me know in the comment section. And let me know what's your favorite Tron movie. Right now, I don't know if I like this more than Legacy. If I watch it again, it may change. Right now, I'm going towards Legacy. But I got to watch this movie another go. And I could really tell you if I like this movie more than I did Legacy. Because I really like Legacy. So, thank you guys. I appreciate everything you do. Make sure, you check out my videos. I try to do one every week. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.